Greetings, Karen. Hey, sis, how are you? Blessings. Thank you for joining. I'm not going to be long this evening. I know I'm like super duper late, but I was running and doing what we do. Meeting and greetings. Thank you for joining. Jean-Marie. I hope I say your name correctly. Thank you for joining. Karen, mwah. I need to connect with you. I think I'm so grateful when y'all pop on because it reminds me who I need to reach out to. So Karen, I'll be in touch with you real soon, sis. Thank you. Same to you, and kisses. Okay, so I'm going to get started just because I'm not going to keep you all very long tonight because I know I have a couple of things I need to do, and I know it's Sunday night. We got to get ready for our week. So I'm going to keep this. Yes, thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to let that music play in the background. As y'all see, if you see the smoke, that's actually mist with a little lemongrass, some aromatherapy that I'm doing for myself, but also to share virtually with you. So I'm sending you guys, you ladies and gentlemen, some virtual aromatherapy. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Karen. This is actually from a meditation CD or download. It's called Meditation Music, and I'll see if I can get more information and I can post it in the comments. But I've had it for years. I use it all the time. I use it for my Mindset Mondays and Awaken on Purpose. I use it for my own prayer and meditation. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm glad you like it. Look, I even have my little chime here too. I'll do that towards the end though. So yeah, I just I think also for myself because I've been running a lot this weekend and doing a lot of wonderful things and connecting with other healers and my mentors, and we're preparing. There's a lot of events and wonderful things that are coming up within the healing community, and to share just with the masses knowledge, wisdom, and information to really accelerate all of our healing. And there's so much wisdom out there, so much information that needs to get out. And I'm just glad that God has me on my purpose and my path of being one of the people, one of the vessels that He's using to be able to be a blessing to others and share this information. So I just give thanks and praises for that. Hey, thank you for joining, Juliet. Thank you. So I'm gonna be real quick. My title, first of all, let me say who I am. Greetings, is Phoenix Love from A Healer's Haven. This is Sunday Soup. Welcome, thank you for joining me. I know it's a little later than I normally start, but I've been, like I said, out. Sorry about that. Let me put hold on, pause for the cause. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb so we are not interrupted during the broadcast. Hold on for 1 second. I don't want us to be interrupted again. I hope everyone's having a blessed evening so far and you had a good Sunday. Okay. Not allowing me to be green. 1 second. Okay. We're all set now. So yeah, tonight's title. Hi, Nate. Thank you for joining. Tonight's title is something weighing you down. And this is why I wanted to create the atmosphere. So I'm glad it's being a blessing to you of tranquility and calm, because I know, again, I needed it because, again, I just, been doing a lot this week, and a very busy weekend, a very busy week. And this week will be no different. I have an event coming up and, a couple of things I'm going to share with you. Hey, family. Thank you for joining, Katrina. Good to see you here. So, yeah, just a quick message about sometimes we get into a space of allowing let me just break my music down. Yes. Hold on for a second. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. That's how it tells you that I'm in. So I just wanted to grab my book because I actually have a section in my book, If I Should Die Before I Wake, Your Journey to Awakening Your Calling, that really deals with, it's called Dishonest Weights. And it really deals with when we get into a space, because I'm always talking about mental health and your mindset, but when we get into a space of, where we get really bogged down, and sometimes it has a lot to do with, the activities that we have going on in our life, juggling, being parents, being, wives or husbands, and having work and business and different, the different responsibilities that we have. So sometimes we can get weighed down with that. However, if you're really honest with yourself and you really take a deeper look, what's really weighing you down, right? And when I talk about weighing you down, of course I'm talking about mentally and emotionally, all right? And we have to always do a self-check with ourselves and ask ourselves really honest questions and give an honest answer to ourselves. Like, what is really weighing me down? What's really making me feel, maybe you're feeling physically tired, or, your energy is really low, or you just, you're ruminating on something too much, or maybe you just have something that just stays on your mind and you haven't really been able to put your finger on what the solution is to that problem, right? So it's important that not only that you identify what the problem is and what the issue is so you can solve it, but you also got to look at how is it really making you feel, and really looking at your heart. And when I say looking at your heart, not, physically with your eyes, but looking within, okay? Because anytime we are in a place of feeling very heavy, and we're feeling very burdened, or we're feeling very, like I said, we can start feeling physically tired or weary, there's a deeper reason for that. And then, yes, it can be that we are physically just doing too much, or we've taken on too much in our life. But sometimes it's something a little deeper. Sometimes there's something, like I said, what lies underneath. So we want to really look into that, because that can get into not only, again, mentally and emotionally us not feeling good, or feeling very tired and weary and exhausted and burdened, but it starts to show up as physical ailments as well. So what I want to do, there are 4 P's. And I'm going to do this real quick because, like I said, I don't want to keep us long tonight. There are 4 P's that really break down and look at these dishonest weights, is what I'm calling it, or what's weighing you down, so that you can not only feel light and lighten up and be able to function and feel good, and your emotions are not keeping you in a place where you're stuck or you're stagnant, but also just, again, your mind is clear. Because usually if you're feeling weighed down or you're feeling burdened, sometimes that can lead to you having a state of confusion, that can lead to you not being you being unfocused, lack of clarity, kind of being all over the place. I know I've had those days, So it's important not only that you do some of the things, like I've set up this atmosphere of having my aromatherapy, got a little bit of the LED lighting going, just to kind of put me in a calm space so I can get clear, so I'm focused, so I'm able to talk to all of you right now, okay? Because I know when I'm running, sometimes I feel like by the time I sit down and get still, I'm like, ugh, right? After a long day, And sometimes, let me just say this, sometimes it's not always that you've had a bad day. Sometimes it's not even that. I had a good day, actually. I was around some really beautiful people and connecting, and, seeing how we can build capacity and help the community. So it was really a great day, a great weekend. But even when you have a great day and a great weekend, you ever know that when, like, even when you take a vacation, you gotta take a vacation from the vacation. It can still leave you kind of feeling like, oh, So understand whether it's a good feeling and you're feeling kind of weighed down and kind of heavy and tired, or even if it's something that's a little bit more serious and challenging. If you're feeling weighed down, just trying to give you, Kara say, yes, exactly. Good or bad, you can still feel like this. But especially if you're feeling very burdened and weary and tired and drained from maybe not having such a good week or a good day or something that's persisting. And like I said, you have to kind of pull the Band-Aid off and see, well, what's really going on here? Okay? So we're going to do these 4 P's real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all go. Okay? So the first P is identify the problem. Okay? Just like I said, sometimes we don't know because there's always the surface stuff. Oh, I feel tired, or I got a little ache in my neck or my back, or, whatever. My eyes are burning because I've been looking at the computer or staring on Facebook too long. But sometimes it's a little deeper than that. Let me identify what is the real problem. What do I keep struggling with over and over again? What is this roadblock in my life? Okay? So identify. Thank you, Karen, for listing those. Thank you. And, hey, Precious. Greetings, sister. Thank you for joining. And then, number 2, the second P is practice prayer daily. And sometimes twice a day. Sometimes 3 times a day, depending. If you're like me, I walk and pray. Okay? I drive and pray. So I pray all day long. But at least pray once a day. Okay? So practice daily prayer. Because once you know the problem and you need clarity about the problem, then you pray. Go to the divine creator. Ask him, okay, help me. There's something going on here. Or you know what's going on. Okay, I just had a rough day. I got into a disagreement with somebody. Help me with this. Okay? And sometimes it's just sitting in that quiet space. Whether you use aromatherapy diffuser like I have here, or you sit there and you just get into a lotus position and just do some meditation. Make sure you're doing something, to tap into your inner man, inner woman, to tap into your spirit, man or woman, okay? Because that is key. You want to have that divine connection. So that's why that's number 2. First, identify the problem. Second, practice prayer daily. And the key is to be still enough so that you can hear. You can hear, and it's not that audible voice, I am God and I'm giving you some answers. But it's that quiet, still voice. So okay, here's the problem. Okay, here's what I need to do about it. Okay, so that's so, so important. And number 3 is create a plan, right? So if you've heard this saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Like anything else, when you are dealing with stuff that's really weighing you down, and you've identified what the problem is, you've prayed about it, you've had a conversation with God or the divine creator, whatever you would like to call the divine, I call him God. Then you create a plan, right? Thank you, Karen. Nay says, amen, so do I. Ask him daily to order my steps. Absolutely. Thank you, Nay. Yes, ordering your steps. And that comes from that connection, that divine connection. So you write down the problem and the solutions you received in prayer. Because again, this is why you're having that conversation, right? Yes, it's nice to have people, mentors, family members, friends that you can go to and you can get advice. Right? You can get some dialogue going. At the same time, there's no better source when you need answers than going to the divine creator, the one who created you. Okay? Because that's going to speak directly to your soul, to your spirit. Right? And besides truly yourself, who knows you better? Who knows your beginnings and your end and the middle? So that's why I say prayer. Prayer is so critical. Outline exactly how you will overcome the problem and establish a timeline for addressing it. Again, if you make out a plan and there's no timeline associated with it, guess what? It's just a dream, right? You just got a list of stuff that you want to do, or maybe you heard God, yes, God told me to do this, but then you have no deadlines, you have no dates, you have nothing. So it's just what happens, you don't do it. That's any of us. Trust, I've been there. And the key is that once you are in alignment, once you are connected, again, that's why I'm putting in this order. Identify problem, pray about it, have that conversation with God, get the answers, write out the plan. Write out the plan. You have the problem, here's the solutions. And everything will start to align. It's that divine connection that's key. And the key is right, again, if you have a plan, you have things laid out, there's no deadlines, there's no timeline to it. Listen, if it's not real, it won't heal. That's my saying. It got to be authentic. You have to be honest and authentic with yourself, first and foremost. And authenticity comes with holding yourself accountable and responsible for your own healing. Right? If you are tired of feeling way down, if you're in this circle, you're in this cycle, and you want to get out of it, you have to do something different. Otherwise, it's insanity. If you keep staying in that same circle, going around and around doing the same thing. So that's why I say, okay, what is the problem? What is weighing me down? God help me to figure this out. Prayer. And then having a plan with some real tangible, laying it out, deadlines, and what to do. Hey, Donna, thank you for joining. Yes, Nate, it all starts and ends with you. Exactly. You are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for every single thing that happens in your life. Listen, this will be, like I said, I don't want to keep it out long. I'll save this for another Sunday soup, because I could say so much about how we look outward, and we look outward for our answers sometimes. We look outward for our solutions. We look outward to blame people for our problems. All of that, guess what it does? It delays your healing. When you are not holding yourself accountable for your healing, for your success, for your progress in life, for you making changes, for you breaking bad habits, you are delaying your healing process. Therefore, you are delaying yourself walking in your path and your purpose and your calling. And you may be blocking somebody else's blessing, because you may be called, and most of us are, because we're designed and created to be interconnected. You're blocking from being a blessing to someone else. Thank you, Angelique. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So yes, be accountable. So then the fourth one is, the very last P, is persevere. So perseverance is so, they're all important, but this perseverance is so key. Because how many of us start things, stop, start things, stop, we don't continue down the path? I know I was definitely like that for so long. And again, that was one of those things I had to pray to God about and say, help me to not start, stop, and get on this path and then just fall off, whatever it is, fill in the blank, working out, trying to lose weight, working on a particular project, breaking a bad habit, not eating sugar anymore, you fill in the blank, whatever that issue is. But just like I said, what is the thing that's weighing you down? And that can fall into a lot of different categories. So once you have created the plan, you need to stick with the plan. So that's where perseverance come in. Oh, Angelique, did I step on your toe? I said, ouch. So yeah, we have to really look at and be, again, this is where authenticity comes in. This is where being honest. And please share this out. Please share this video out, because this may bless someone else. And if you're catching this on the replay, please put #replay, but share this message, because we have to get it. And, it's 4 P's. Identify the problem, prayer, create a plan, and then stick to the plan, which is perseverance. You can have the greatest, most well thought out plan on the planet. But if you are not diligent, if you are not consistent with it, the execution of the plan is just going to be futile. It's not going to, it's not going to manifest into what you want to see as the end result. Okay? You don't want to just create a plan and just have words floating around on the paper, or even have, you put your dates there. Excellent. But then if you don't stick to it, say you started off a month down and then by 2 months in, it's over with. So then you're going to end up with the same result, right? Which obviously you don't want that. So you just keep trying. Even if you do fall off a day or a week or 2, just like anything else, start it off again. Okay? So again, that's really it in a nutshell. If something is weighing you down, figure out what it is. Number 1, identify the problem. Pray about it. Have that conversation with the divine creator. Create a plan. Put some dates and deadlines to it. And then stick to it. Persevere. Get you an accountability partner if you know that you're a person like I know I used to be that don't stick to plans. That's why I have not only accountability partners, I have accountability tribes. I have about 3 of them. Because including, when I go into my group, my Facebook group, Awaken on Purpose. It's an excellent accountability group. Because this is what it's all about. Staying focused. Figuring out where we're having our challenges. Brainstorming and coming together with different solutions. And, holding each other accountable. But you really have to hold yourself accountable first and foremost. Because even when you show up here, thank you so much for showing up here to Sunday Soup and following me and showing up in my group, Awaken on Purpose, because that's already a step saying, you know what, I want to do something different. And we all have that right, that responsibility, that choice to say, I want to see something different in my life. So therefore, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Hey, welcome Rena, welcome Kim. Thank you all for joining. I'm actually wrapping up so you can watch the replay. Anybody that's catching the replay, just put #replay and please share out this video so it can be a blessing to someone else that sees it. Karen, thank you for taking time. Yes, honey, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here with me this evening. I am so glad that y'all joined because I know I was a little late. But listen, I have a couple of things I do want to share before I jump off of here. Hey, Dr. Hardy, thank you for joining. So, oh my goodness. Tomorrow, I have an amazing guest for Real Conversations with Real Souls. Please don't miss it. Is Cheryl Taylor. She is a licensed clinical social worker like myself. She's a phenomenal clinician who works with a lot of trauma victims, veterans, people that have PTSD. And she's doing some phenomenal work just using different evidence-based modalities that are, just breakthrough therapy. That's what I want to say. I don't want to give it all away. But join us tomorrow at 8. She's going to be my guest. And if you are in my Awaken on Purpose group, if you're not, you need to join because I'm doing this leadership and business training series that's exclusive for that group. And on Tuesday, I have Miss Bettina Peets, who is the CEO of Outdoors Adventures for the Soul. And she is going to be doing a phenomenal training about wellness for organizations. And just, doing wellness retreats and just talking about her service that she does for the community, for businesses, for women of color. Just an amazing woman and organization. So please join us. If you're not part of the group, join it. So I'll put that information out there. And this Saturday, I am going to be speaking with my co-authors of the Overcoming Adversity and Taking Action anthology that I'm in. That's compiled by Monique Denton Davis. And we're going to be speaking at the Long Island Women in Diversity conference that is this Saturday coming up, March 24th. and it's from 8 to 4 at SUNY Old Westbury. So I'll also post that information and let you know I have a couple of things coming up where I'm going to be speaking and just getting the word out. Just, like I said, just spreading love, spreading information, spreading knowledge and wisdom, especially about mental health. I'm also going to be on a panel, and I don't know the exact location, but that's going to be on March 28th. And I know it's in Long Island. I'll put the information. I can't remember. There's so many different things going on. But it's organized by Black Long Island, and it's a mental health and wellness panel discussion. So about mental health in Long Island, and it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm one of the panel speakers for that day, and that's March 28th. So I'm going to post all of this because I can't remember all the different dates and times because it's kind of cross-secting. But yes, there's so much wonderful things happening. I thank you all for joining. If you are just joining, Donna, yes. Oh, hi, Donna. Thank you. I hope you had a fabulous Sunday also. Please, again, check in tomorrow night, Real Conversations with Real Souls. My special guest is Cheryl Taylor, so I'll be posting that flyer real soon. And then look for just, all the different announcements I'll have coming up as well. Join me, if any of you enjoy me in Awaken on Purpose for Mindset Monday, where I will have, my chimes and my diffuser, and we are going to be doing some meditation, some mindfulness techniques, as well as devotion to really kick off your week, kick off your day, so that you are at peace and you're focused and you have clarity and you can just have a wonderful week. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all your wonderful words that I see. The guy's moving. Oh, thank you, Nate. Same to you, sweetie. Thank you. Listen, we are all here. We are all here on purpose. Awaken on purpose, right? And it's knowing that path. It's knowing what you were called to do and just walking in that. That's it. So, thank you again. I'm Phoenix Love of a Healer's Haven. How do I find this? How do you find what, Donna? How do you find what? If you're talking about the group, I'm going to post it. I'll put it in the comments if you're talking about the group. Just let me know if you're talking about the group, and then or the events. Hit the replay. Okay, I think Karen's giving instructions. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Everyone have a blessed evening. Peace.